Hello, 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 hello. How are you all doing? I am Ram, Mobula Ram, and welcome to my stream. I wasn't sure what I would do today. Like, I just put a random just chatting event on today's thing. Like, I put that on the schedule, and I completely forgot that today was going to be Easter. So, so yeah, do I have something planned? Well, kind of. I have a backup plan in case, like, in case I don't have anything to yap about. Luckily, it's Easter. So there's a few things I can point out about today, right? There's going to be Easter events on, like, several things. I'm not someone who regularly celebrates Easter. So, well, I guess I used to more often than I do now, so, with that. Hello, Army. Hello, Army. How do you do? Let me put on the music. Completely forgot to. Whoop. There we go. Some nice festive Easter music. It's the same music as usual. Anyway. So, Easter. Yay. There's bunnies and stuff. So, okay. So, I feel like there's a few things about the whole Easter bunny thing that, I feel like everyone has already thought of. But if you're the guy who points it out, then you're going to be the person who just ruined Easter for everybody. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a few things like that. Like, should I say it? Should I say it? Should I be the one who ruins Easter for everybody today? I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like I shouldn't. And yet, I kind of want to be. Because, like, bunnies leaving chocolate eggs behind and throughout the whole house is the thing that bunnies just do. Like, and you don't want to be the guy who points that out. It's not funny. It's disgusting. And again, you point it out. You're going to be the guy who just ruined everybody's Easter. And yet here I am, because I'm a twat. I had to, and I'm sorry. Hello, Richard. So where did that whole thing come from? Have I ever been given the cold shoulder by somebody? You mean like them kind of dismissing you or something like that? Honestly, you probably shouldn't worry about that too much. I mean, unless it's like a really close friend of yours, in which case, that kind of sucks. But, oh yeah, your friend just completely dismissing you. They just, Have I ever been given the cold shoulder? Probably. How do I deal with that? Okay, look, I'm not like... Emotional advice from me is... I probably don't give the best emotional advice in the world. But, as a general rule, it's probably not too bad of a thing. Like, if they dismiss you in one moment, it can be because they don't like you, or it can just be because they don't like you in the moment. Hello, Night. Hello, Night. But in general, like, don't worry about it too much, because the more you worry about those things, sometimes the more you worry, like, the worse you'll behave, if that makes sense? Like, if you worry too much, you'll just become more boring. Does that make sense? People become more boring when they worry too much. Because everything that, like, makes them less boring, they become too afraid to do those things, you know? That's the thing. I've become more boring because of YouTube. Because being afraid of YouTube censoring me, right? It's good to be mindful, but, like, be mindful, but don't be, like, too mindful, if that makes sense. Don't worry too much. Maybe they want to be left alone. If they want to be left alone, then, like, leave them be for a bit, but, like, I'm not the emotional advice man, you know what I mean? There can be so many reasons to give someone the cold shoulder that, like, just kind of, you probably want to assess the situation and, yeah, just respond accordingly. I'm not sure if I am the best person to ask for emotional advice, but, yeah. Anyway, what else regarding Easter? That's like Jesus' resurrection date, isn't it? Yeah, and now everyone associates with bunnies. Kind of like how Christmas is another Jesus day that everyone just, like, associates with Santa now. Which, to be fair, there already exists, like, a Santa Day in the Netherlands. We literally have St. Nicholas's Day on the 5th of December in the Netherlands. So, like, we don't really celebrate Christmas as much here. Does that make sense? Because Santa already came here on the 5th. As opposed to, like, how elsewhere in the world, Christmas Day is just Santa Day. Which, can you imagine, like, having this big religious day, everybody's celebrating the birth of Jesus, and it turns out to be just heavily marketed Santa, tat, and chocolate. Lovely. Would Jesus approve of that? Would Jesus approve of how heavily marketed, like, Christmas is? I mean, I'm not sure, you know? Same with Easter. Same with, like, any holiday, you know? I see a certain irony in a lot of those religious holidays and how heavily marketed they are. That makes sense? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Although, at least it does make kids a bit happy and that kind of stuff, so it's not bad at the end of the day. I'm not sure if I agree with the heavy marketing of it, but yeah. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Am I cynical? Am I a cynic? I guess I kind of am a cynic. How did, like, bunnies become associated with Easter anyway? Like, how did it become a bunny day instead of, like, a Jesus day? I mean, I guess it's nice to have a bunny day for the people who aren't religious. It's such a universal day. Like, I myself, I don't talk about religion much, but I consider myself agnostic, so, like, yeah, there's that. Yes, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is the psychological torture game. Don't play it. I don't recommend anyone play it. How I got as far into that game in such a short time is a massive mystery to me. I don't remember if anyone ever figured out how to dodge the bombs before me. I mean on video. And they probably did. But I'm not sure. Anyway, I had some backup plans for today too. Like, I have my old thumbnails, and I kind of want to review my old thumbnails today. You know? Some of my old thumbnails. I have other things to mention today. Oh, right. I was also going to mention how my chat has been flirtier lately, but I'm saying it how it is. At least 2 people, which for me is a lot, have been flirting with me in my chat, which is kind of crazy to think about. Although, to be fair, I am cute. I am a very confident, cute man. So it's understandable. But I'm like, oh, you know? Anyway, I feel like reviewing my old thumbnails. I'm just gonna go switch back to this, you know, to this screen. We're gonna put some thumbnails in there, and I'll probably also play some games today, you know, just the usual. Where's the back of my? Oh, there it is. I have 2 tabs of thumbnails. We have the old Milgram thumbnails, and we have. Oh wait, I have unused thumbnails here. I have unused thumbnails here. We can look at the unused thumbnails right now. Yeah, we're starting strong with an unused thumbnail because. That's an unused Milgram thumbnail for Big Rigs Over the Road Racing. I was planning to do a whole full 2 hours Big Rig stream, and I never did it. I just had, like, a Big Rig section in one of those, like, random streams. Random just chatting streams. Oh, that was solid. That was... Will I ever torture myself with 2 whole hours of Big Rigs? I feel very, very tempted to. I understand, Army, but I feel like you were less flirty when I was Milgram, you know what I mean? But here it is. The Big Rigs thumbnail right there. Incredible. Let me remove that. Oh, let me keep looking at that. What do you call waifus with toes? Waifus, I guess. They are just waifus. Oh, tofu. I'll just grab some water. You know, I didn't really hydrate much before the stream, so I'm gonna give you some time to think a bit during your stream. You know, yep, seems nice. Have a bit of water. That's some nice water. Lovely. Right. Sure. Yeah, that's kind of funny, I guess. Yep. Yep, okay. Anyway, where were we? Old thumbnails. The Big Rick thumbnail. It's such a shame that never got used. I'll probably remake it with RAM and like do the Big Rick thumbnail as RAM. Because that would be solid. That would be solid. Anyway, next thumbnail. We have Mr. Nilgren contemplating some art. There it is. There he is, looking at a picture of an aubergine. I feel like I've had better thumbnails than this one, but at the same time, I like this thumbnail. You know, it was just another kind of yap stream in which I went through VR chat, and I came there intending to harshly criticize people's adverts in VR chat, and yet I came out of it being so much nicer than I expected to be, which is weird. I feel like when I want to be mean, I end up being so much nicer than I wanted to be. And when I want to be nice, I end up being so much meaner than I intend to be. Does that make sense? I'm a very blunt guy, but I have my meanness has its limits. Does that make sense? Every time I want to harshly critique something, I end up like not being harsh at all. And yet when I don't tend to harshly critique something, I end up just completely roasting it. I end up completely roasting it, which I don't get what that is. I don't get what it is with that. I don't consider that stream like a big success. I was too nice in it. I was way too nice in it. Anyway, next up. I might as well just have some like I might as well just do this alphabetically in order of file name. So here we have addiction.png, which is. That was one of my earlier ones, and this was I think this is a horrible thumbnail, because like the text, there's no highlight on the text. There's no like white text below this black text. There's no extra color on the red text, so it like blends in with the background. It's not a good thumbnail at all. I like the idea behind it, but like the text is kind of shit. This was not a good thumbnail, alas. I wish I did better in this one, but it was also one of the earlier ones. Poke Rogue is so fucking addicting as well. This thumbnail, it was fitting. I like the idea behind it, but I wish I did better. Which other thumbnails do I have? I'm gonna review more thumbnails. Wait, I'm not even gonna do them alphabetically. I'm just gonna do some that I think I'm decently proud of. Yeah, Chex Quest. That's the one. Chex Quest is one of my favorites. Yeah, there he is. Chex Quest. Oh yeah. Look at how smug he looks. Look how smug he is. with this milk. An actual Dutch brand of milk. And there's the Chex. It's Chex cereal. Cinnamon Chex. This is a thumbnail that I'm genuinely proud of. I think this is one of my best thumbnails yet. Like, anybody agree? Does anybody agree that this was Mr. Nilgren's best thumbnail? No, I feel like there are other thumbnails that are just as good, but I feel like this is the Nilgren thumbnail that I'm the proudest of. This one right here. It wasn't even like hard work. It was just a good fun, but it was very fun. I was being creative with that one. Right. I remove that. Oh dear, Chex Quest. I want to play like the older version of Chex Quest. It was a remake of an older game, and I think the older version had like episodes to it. The same way that like Doom and Wolfenstein have episodes. I should look into that, bro. Oh, Nights into Dreams. Here we go. Nights into Dreams. Oh yeah. I think I remade like an actual like artwork from Nights, and I just like figured, okay, we have Knight standing on like this church spike in front of the moon, and there's the game text, and there, yeah. I feel like this is funnier if you have the actual screenshot, which I don't at the moment. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. I probably should give context. I probably should have given context, but whatever. Are there any other thumbnails that I'm proud of? Say I'm proud of. Yes, there are. If I can find them. Oh, right. One of the older ones. Oh, from back when I used the Whimsicott avatar. The Whimsicott. Being a procrastinator. The anti-procrastination stream. There it is. Procrastinator, completely with the arrow and everything. This, yeah, I still am a procrastinator. Very much. Very much I'm a procrastinator. Now, I don't plan to use the Whimsicott model anymore. I actually asked the artist and rigger of the Whimsicott model, like, if I could release the Whimsicott model to the public. But unfortunately, I haven't heard back from that artist. So, yeah, maybe the artist kind of ghosted me, which is kind of fair. Yeah, back when Ram stand for ramming horns. That is indeed the origin of the name Ram. People have called me Ram for ages, but the origin of the name Ram, it originally referred to sheep, such as that Whimsicott. That it originally did refer to that. So you get a little bit of Ram lore. Of course, right now, Ram is one letter away from Ray, so it still fits. You know? It's literally one letter away from Mobula Ray, as in Manta Ray. So, yeah, it's still a fitting name. It's still a fitting name. But it used to refer to sheep in that sense. Conveniently, RAM also refers to computer RAM, so, you know, it fits a high-tech theme as well. Yeah. If you want some extra RAM lore, Mobula, besides meaning Manta, it also means mobile, and I'm a guy that, like, as in movable, and I'm a guy that has a jetpack, so, you know, now you get to the lore behind the Mobula RAM name. It's just like, Mobula is Manta, but the origin of the world is mobile, so it also fits the jetpack because I'm very movable with my jetpack, and it also and RAM, of course, refers to, is one letter away from Ray, and it can also refer to a computer RAM. How nice is that? But RAM originally referred to sheep. Yep. I really want to, like, release the Whimsicott model to the public thing. I really want to. Back to live chat. Okay. Oh boy. There was another thumbnail that wait, where's the Wolfenstein? Where's the Wolfenstein thumbnail? Do we have the Wolfenstein thumbnail? Wolfenstein. Where is Wolfenstein? Oh no, the did I put the Wolfenstein thumbnail in a different, like... I think I put the Wolfenstein thumbnail in a different, like, folder. Oh no. Oh no, I can't show the Wolfenstein thumbnail today. Oh no, that is so unfortunate, is it? Because that's another one that I'm really stupidly proud of, because it's so stupid. The Wolfenstein thumbnail is so stupid. Oh, wait. This is not the Wolfenstein thumbnail, but it is another one that I'm happy with. Just Professor Whimsicott. Fucking Professor Whimsicott, right there. There he is. Professor Whimsicott. This might be the most cursed thing I've ever made. Professor Whimsicott. He doesn't even have his fluff behind him. It's just a Whimsicott head on, like, Professor Oak's body. And I don't know what it is, but that thing is cursed as fuck. I've completely forgot I made that. I completely forgot I made that. Jesus. Oh, no. That's stupid. That is stupid. Professor Whimsicott. Incredible. What region is that? Kanto? Whatever. Oh dear. I can also show you, like, another unused thumbnail from then, like, which is shit me. I played Wolfenstein. I played Wolfenstein 3D, and I made this thing way too big. Jesus Christ. What is the file size of it? Excuse me. But here it is. This was just to show off the, like, yin-yang contrast that I had even back then. The yin-yang contrast is one reason why I am the way I am today, as opposed to Mr. Nilgrim. I still completely plan to use Mr. Nilgrim, like, sketch videos. I want to do sketch videos just like the intro, except instead of just being on a black background, they are like, you have Mr. Nilgrim and Ram both showing up, playing their own characters in the sketch comedies. I have a few ideas for that, because I want to do a few, essentially, rant videos about things that some would hate. And in fact, that brings me to the point where I'm going to rant about those things right now. Yes, this is an idea. Hang on, we're going back to my old team. This one right here. Yes, I'm going to rant now about things that I dislike. Indeed, that I plan to make sketch videos about. Alright? Are you ready? Are you ready for me ranting about things that I somewhat dislike? We will start with sailboats. You might wonder, what's wrong about sailboats? I'll tell you what's wrong with sailboats. So many sailboats, almost every time I see a sailboat, especially during summer, it never has its sail on. It's just a boat with a massive pole and no sail. So those things are just like they're just going by. They're just drifting on the water on their motors. No sail. No sail, because why would you ever need a sail on a sailboat when you're just using your motor instead? Now, why is that bad? I'll tell you why it's bad. It's because when those boats have to go under a bridge, then those boats without the pole are short enough to go under the bridge without the bridge needing to go up. But with the pole, with those massive boat dicks on them, every bridge will have to wait. Every bridge will have to go up, and everyone behind the bridge will have to wait for the boat to go past. Why do they not remove the poles from the sailboats when they're not sailing? Seriously, why? What's the point? There is no point. The only point is to raise bridges so that the massive boat dicks can breach through. And I'll tell you how unintelligent that is with those people. First of all, it's emotionally unintelligent because you're making those people wait when you could have just lowered your pole instead. Second of all, you're not thinking ahead because I know manta rays are related to shark. Second of all, it's unintelligent because you're making yourself wait. And when you could have instead just lowered your pole. And so why would anybody do this? Like, seriously, I do those people just like get this thing under bridges, raise bridges, just to show everyone their massive boat dicks or something like that? Seriously, why? What's the point? Are those people just like sociopaths that enjoy making people wait? Or what point is there to not lowering your poles? Seriously. Pointless, pointless, pointless. Thank you for listening to my rant. Anyway. Oh yeah, another thing about sharks. I actually did not know that sharks are a trans icon. Like, even though, like, my, like... What do I mean, even though? I have a VR chat avatar that had, like, a shark tail. Because I thought it looked cute. I thought it looked fitting on that VR chat avatar. I was not aware at all that sharks were a trans icon when I did that. I am still not trans. I have no plan to become trans. But... I guess, you know, I am a bit fanboyish. I can talk about a bit about that as well. Like, I am a bit fanboyish. People used to mistake me for a girl all the time. And to this day, people still do. That's like part of the reason why I look the way I do, like right here. Right here. Like you can see, I am visibly male, but I am a very cute male. You know what I mean? I am a bit in touch with my feminine side, as you can see. That's my look, at least. A little bit twinkish, a tiny little bit fanboyish, but still very much visibly male, you know what I mean? And that's kind of... That's very much based on how I was often mistaken for a girl in real life. Like, I still am to this day. I have long hair. I have very long hair in real life. I do not remember the last time I got my hair cut. I genuinely do not remember how long ago that was, but I can tell you, it was very, very long ago. Do you know the squid whose brain is the shape of a donut? Do you want to trade what? Oh, you want to trade bodies? I like my body. I like my body, bro. I like my body, sis. I'm sorry. I like being me. But the other thing about that is that, like, besides just being mistaken for a girl every so often, I also just, like, have two sisters, which also helps me get more in touch with that stuff. And another thing is that, like, I don't get offended when people mistake me for something that I'm not. This is not a trans thing to me, however. Like, let me put it like this. I used to be a very private person. So anytime anybody got anything wrong about me, I would be happy. Like, if someone mistook me for girl, I would be happy. If someone mistook me for, like, British or Australian or Irish or anything like that, I would be happy. Not because I want to be seen as those things, but because those are things that I am not. Because I'm a very private man. You know what I mean? it was never a trans thing to me. It was always a privacy thing to me. Like, fooling people is part of that. You know what I mean? I like fooling people, but I still very much enjoy being a man. Being Dutch. Does that make sense? It was always a privacy thing to me. Just liking to fool people. But it's never been a trans thing to me. But that probably did, like, also affect, like, me looking a bit more femboyish. I never tried to look like a femboy on purpose. I don't think I ever wore skirts or, like, any feminine clothing. I've always worn, like my male clothes. Just the way I do. Just normally. I might, maybe, just maybe, if the time is ever right, I'll wear a skirt or something like that. Although, I don't desire to wear a skirt. Does that make sense? I'm not that kind of person. But, if enough people request it, I will commission some art of Ram in a skirt. Unless somebody else wants to draw that. You do you. Yeah. The other thing I wanted to rant about, that I wanted to make a sketch video about that has Mr. Nilgram in it, is gift cards. Gift cards. I hate gift cards. Seriously. They are just money that you can do less with than actual money. The thing about gift cards is, first of all, they expire. Gift cards expire. Seriously. So you buy a gift card with the amount of money that the gift card is supposedly worth. You can only redeem the gift card in specific shops, and you have to redeem it in time or else the gift card expires. This is a scam. This is an absolute scam. The only reason you would ever give someone a gift card is because you don't trust them with your actual money. Now, I understand, like, online gift cards, like Steam gift cards, Roblox gift cards, that kind of stuff, I can understand. If you don't want to use your credit card online, like, if you don't want to use your actual bank details online, you can use a gift card for online things. However, gift cards for real-world shops are an absolute scam. Why would you ever give anybody that instead of just money? Like, are they an alcoholic? I can understand that. Right? What's the point? All you're saying, again, is that you don't trust them with your actual money. They are a scam. They are just a way for shops to force you into their store. Do the shops expect you to, like, spend every bit of that gift card in that store? Because that's the other thing about gift cards that you spend in stores. Will you ever use a gift card in that store on something that is worth exactly as much as that gift card? The answer to that is no. So that gift card, you're going to use that gift card, and what happens? Either you spend it on something that's worth less than the gift card, and then somebody ends up giving that store, like, more money than they should have gotten, or you spend that gift card on something that's more expensive than a gift card, and what do you get then? Then you end up falling for that store. You end up, like, falling for the marketing. Essentially, those gift cards are nothing but adverts. They are nothing but adverts that you give to people. Complete scams. I hate adverts and I hate gift cards because they are adverts. You know what I mean? In that sense. Absolutely useless trash. Unless you're giving them to an alcoholic, in which case, or like any other drug addict, I can understand that. Hello, Brandon. I was just complaining about how much I hate gift cards and how much I hate, sailboats without the sails. Both of these are useless. What's next? Happy Easter. Yeah. Happy Resurrection Jesus. Yeah, YouTube ads literally hold TV stars. The whole reason why I don't stream on Twitch is because I cannot block Twitch ads. That is genuinely the only reason I do not stream on Twitch. Every time there's like video gift cards that you can spend on anything. Like those I can understand maybe a little bit better, but like I still don't completely agree with those. Those things, it's still, you're giving, it's still like, will you spend that on like the thing you're buying? Because you still end up not with actual money, do you? I've not actually thought of that. I've not actually thought of those Visa gift cards. I have not thought of those. I do have a credit card, mind you, like, simply because it's like convenient to use them to pay with things that don't have like Ideal, which is also owned by a thing that I'm not going to repeat. Lovely. And yet, if I ever become really desperate for subscribers for some reason or another, which at the moment I am not, then I might stream to Twitch. But right now, I have no plans to. I do get asked every so often when I will stream to Twitch, so peer pressure might get to me. But I don't expect to get to streaming to Twitch yet, because again, unskippable ads. Seriously. And I mean like unblockable ads as well. Every time I try to watch a friend on Twitch, I want to be a homie to a friend on Twitch, I click to my friend. I click to my friend's channel, and I watch him a bit, comment a bit. What do I get? I did wash my hands. I did wash my hands today. Thank you for asking. Anyway, I click on a friend's Twitch channel, I watch my friend, I comment on my friend, I enter the chat, I have a nice time, then an ad break, then an ad stops, interrupts the whole thing, and I just click out. That's my Twitch experience. Every time an ad interrupts my Twitch viewing, I click out of the tab and leave. No matter how good of a friend it is, no advert makes me watch anyone. I would not watch anyone for adverts. I don't care if they get you like 1 cent per ad. I'm not giving you your cent if you make me watch ads. I don't care how good of a friend you are. I see an ad, I'm closing the tab. Period. That's it. Twitch tubers? Hang on. Twitch tubers? Wait, does that mean like... No, but it's like... VTuber means virtual YouTuber, right? Wait, this is triggering my autism, hang on. VTuber means virtual YouTuber. Twitch tubers? Is it like a Twitch YouTuber? Wouldn't it be like a V-Twitcher? V-streamer? At that point, would you say V-streamer? Oh, Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Oh, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Okay, I was being silly. Yeah, streamers get nothing from those ads. That is the other thing. Like, why? I have a friend who showed me, like, their ad revenue at some point, and it was literally, like, slightly above 10 cents. Like, in their lifetime of streaming, I mean. That, which is, wow. Like, you have to watch ads, and they review, and they get that from those ads? Like, no. My friendships are not worth 10 cents. You know? My friendships are not worth 1 cent. My friendships are worth way more than that, thank you very much. And I am not going to watch an ad for that. No, sir. If I want to give my friends money, I'll just give my friends money. I have done that before. On their birthdays and the like, you know? Like, as an experiment. Like, I want to give a friend money on Steam, see how Stream handles the conversion rate. It happens to be a friend's birthday. So, as an experiment, I give that friend money on Steam. And I see the conversion rate that Steam has. And my experiment was a success. I didn't write down the conversion rate because I'm stupid. And that was just that. See? That's one instance in which I just gave a friend money. Like, for their birthday. On the internet. But, like, I'm not gonna give them those 10 cents of... less than 1 cent of an ad. Like, why? Why would I do that? Absolutely worthless. Speaking of ads, I usually buy them Steam games as well. Actually, one thing that I often do, I like to buy, like, Humble Bundles. Like, if Humble Bundle ever wants to sponsor me, please go ahead, because, like, that is a service that I very frequently use. I often like to buy Humble Bundles, and then a lot of those games I already have. I generally buy Humble Bundles with the intent to later give one of the games in it to a friend. That is genuinely a thing that I do. Like, I buy those things, like, in preparation for for future gifts. Do I know Green Man? I'm not sure if I do. What's Green Man? Tell me more about Green Man. I am very curious about this Green Man. This sounds like very generic. It's kind of literally just mean any green man. Do I know Link? Do I know Luigi? I know, I'm very Nintendo brained. A Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle? It's website. Let me look that up. Hang on. Let me look that up. Green Man. Green Man. Oop, Green Man. Enter. The Green Man, also known as Foliate Head, is a motive in architecture and art. A face made of... I don't think that this is Green Man, that I'm a Green Man Gaming. There we go. Okay. Green Man Gaming. I will say, I do tend to be like a little bit skeptical on some of those services because I've heard that at least one of those websites, not Humble Bundle, but like another one, just resells keys that were bought somewhere else. Or they sell they sell keys from very dodgy places that might have already been used and the like. I would assume Green Man is not that, but I heard that one of those sites actually sponsors people, which is wow. Actually, speaking of that kind of site, I'm going to tell you about another site. A site that is very useful that I'm going to recommend to you right now. It's called thereyonlydeal.com. I'm going to actually enter the link right here in like a little text thing, so you can look it up yourself. Oh no, better yet, I'm going to enter it in like text chat. I'm going to enter it in my text chat. I'm going to enter it in my text chat right here. Is thereyonlydeal.com. Is there? My God, onlydeal.com. That is the one, right? Actually, I'm going to just copy the link instead of like type it. I'm going to copy the link here, and I'm going to paste that into it. So I know for sure there's no typo here. It's thereyonlydeal.com. That's the one. I entered it in my chat. I hope live chat doesn't pick that up as spam. That is a stupidly useful site for anything that you anytime you want a bundle or like a free game. This site shows it. This site shows it when there's like a free game on Steam or Epic or something like that, or anything like that. You go to the games tab and you click like bundles or giveaways, and it just shows you all the free game giveaways on Steam or anything like that. Such a useful site. I recommend you check it out often and early. And if this site wants to sponsor me, then go right ahead. I'm not sure if they have ads or anything like that, but I think they had ads at one point, but like, I'm not sure. I've like uBlock Origin, so like, hey, where's the stream tab? There it is. Is thereyonlydeal.com is the site that I would recommend to anyone. Genuinely very, very useful site. In fact, I'm going to check on that right now. I'm going to see what's free right now, because there is a free game on there. I clicked out of the tab. I'm stupid. We're going to click giveaways, and I'm going to get a free game right now, right? Because I can. We have Depths of Horror Mushroom Day free on Steam. All right, let me do that. Let me grab that. Right. This is just so Depths of Horror. Depths of Horror. Mushroom Day free on Steam. Mostly positive, as expected. Add to account. Thank you for the free game. Next. But there's more. What else is free on Steam? House Flipper. All right, House Flipper. Let's look up House Flipper 1. Probably going to be like very positive. It says very positive. Add to account. Thank you. Give me that. Thank you. See, and those are just 2 free games I got out of this one link. So yeah, this might slow down my chat because now I assume people are going to be looking all over that site, getting all the free stuff they can get, and also looking at all the bundles on there, which I can understand that. I can completely understand that if you like if you're now looking at that site. It is a really, really good. It is a stupidly good site though. We'll recommend to anyone who wants to just go there. But yeah, anyway, about Humble Bundle. I still have a bunch of like free games on Humble Bundle that I can like. Speaking of Humble Bundle and games and bundles and giving them away. Sometimes those games that I give away to friends are games that I would not have the courage to give to anyone. Let me name you one example. There's one game that, like, I'm asexual, and yet I've redeemed that game at least once on my account. And then there was another massive super bundle, and it had the same game, and then it just sat there for the longest time because I never, ever, until lately, had the courage to give a game with that title to anybody. The game's title that I did not have the courage to give to anyone was, and I quote, Lust from Beyond M Edition. And like, look, if you give that game to anybody, to anyone, then you're going to become the guy that gave the person Lust from Beyond M Edition. Like, how do you recover from that? Genuinely, wait, hang on to me. It's terrible. Good. No, I saw the reviews. And the funny thing is that the reviews complain about the game not having enough sex scenes, which is, wow. Is that the thing you're going to complain about? Is that why you're giving the game a negative review? Because the game doesn't have enough sex scenes? Like, yeah, that makes me want to give the game to someone else even less. But no, it happened to be in a bundle. It happened to be in 2 mega bundles. I happened to have two copies of the game, and even though the game's title did not appeal to me, I still redeemed it because getting a free game is getting a free game. And yet, wait, let me. I think I just like rephrase the thing that I said to a friend. Okay, I'm going to read to you the thing I said to my friend. Do you want a free game? It is an awkward title. I don't want it, and this free Steam key has been haunting me unredeemed since I got it in a bundle. And the game is mixed reception. Lust, an awkward title. That's probably not M Edition. I got a huge bundle like over 2 years ago, and I want that shit out of there. Okay, right, here we go. It's an awkward game to ask people if they want it, because then they know you're the person who in some way, shape or form gave this game with the horniest fuck title. Like, hey bro, do you want eligible pornography? Right? You would not ask that to anyone but the horniest or least horny people that you know. Conveniently, I have one friend who is horny AF. I gave that friend the game, Lust from Beyond M Edition, but even then, I feel embarrassed. I feel embarrassed for being a person who at some point in my life gifted somebody the game Lust from Beyond M Edition because it was already in my Steam library. Because I got it in another bundle and I like getting free stuff. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. I gave that same friend Garfield card, by the way. Nice. Does anybody here want a free game, by the way? I can like, I have so many games in my Humble Bundle that I might as well, like, put a free Steam key, like, in here right now. I can put like a Steam key in chat right now. Somebody gifted you game. Yeah, we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna do that right now. Who wants? Let's see. Back 4 Blood. Is there anybody in this chat who does not have Back 4 Blood? Like, it's another game that wait, shit. It's only in Europe. It's only in Europe. I feel like my chat does already have the game Back 4 Blood. I feel like my chat does already have Back 4 Blood. That's. I have Ultra Street Fighter 4 if anybody wants that, which is also region locked. To include only European countries, I think. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's no US on there, is there? It's available in Serbia, I guess. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to wait, hang on. I'm going to reveal Steam key. There we go. Reveal your Steam key. I'm going to click that. And if you live in Europe, you're going to get Ultra Street Fighter 4. Please, reveal now. I know, is this going to be one of those cases where, like, I feel like keys are temporarily exhausted for this product. That's another thing you have to worry about. What about Back 4 Blood? Okay, we have Back 4 Blood, which is presumably only available in Europe, this key, but if you want to redeem this Steam key, here you go. I put it in my chat, just in case you want like a free Steam game and you live in Europe. There you go. That's Back 4 Blood. I've seen it in so many bundles. I want to get rid of it. I don't think many people will be playing this. There's your free Steam key. First come, first serve. Enjoy Back 4 Blood. Or not. I don't know if... I've heard that this game is not as good as Left 4 Dead 2. Right. There's your Easter. In fact, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just put more Steam keys. What about Monaco? Okay, Monaco. This Monaco game, it's redeemable no matter where you live. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to copy that Steam key here as well. I'm going to put that in my chat. All right, enjoy Monaco. Enjoy Monaco. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. It's Easter today. It's Easter Day, and you're getting 3 Steam games. Hey, here you go. We have one game that's only available in Europe. You have a game that's called Monaco. I don't know if it's good or not. What about Sunset Overdrive? Is Sunset Overdrive good? Let me actually check the reviews on this one. Is this game good? It's 27 gigabytes. It says very positive. Okay, this might be a game that I won't actually give to a streamer friend. Okay, never mind then. Never mind that. I might give that game to a streamer friend. The Entropy Center. Is the game bad? Is the game bad? Is the game bad? If the game is bad, I'm going to put it in my chat. If the game has bad reviews, I'm going to put it in my chat. Very positive. Never mind. I'm not going to give. I'll put some good games in there as well. I'll put some good games in the chat as well. I am bundle addicted. The ones. Wait. V. What about Super Meat Boy? Super Meat Boy available everywhere. I'm going to put those two in my All right. I'm going to put V, which is a good game, into my chat. Here you go. Here's V, and you get to have Super Meat Boy as well. First come, first serve. Whoever redeems this first, it gets the game. There you go. Bam. You get it. Here's Super Meat Boy too. Enjoy. If anybody ever actually redeems those games, I'll be very surprised. But yeah, have fun. Have fun. Those are actual Steam keys. The first one is only available in Europe, and enjoy the games, guys. Only on this channel. I could have done a giveaway event, but I didn't feel like it. But anyway, yeah, here you go. If you want free games and nobody's redeemed them yet, do let me know if you've redeemed those codes. And here you go. Here you go. It's Easter. It's Christmas. Here's your codes. Here's your codes. Enjoy your games. There you go. Top kick. Top kick. Top kick. I want to eat top kick. I want to eat top kick. I want to eat it. Army cuts himself again while shaving. Pain. I've not been shaving in a while, but to be honest with you, if you want Ram to be accurate, then you need to give Ram a beard. Yeah. What else? Oh, right. I think I had thumbnails. I think I was reviewing thumbnails. Hang on. I'm going to go back to that real quick. I'm going to go back to reviewing thumbnails. We're going to go back to reviewing thumbnails real quick. I saw this in as well, which is where we have Mr. Nilgrim drinking dangerous chemicals from a thing, which it was funny to me the first time I did it, okay? I thought it was funny the first time. And then I looked back at it and I'm like, wow, that's kind of disturbing. The more I looked at it, the less funny it became. Does that make sense? And yet I kind of went with it for every Black Mesa stream anyway. Which, I don't get that. I don't get that. The more I looked at it, the less funny it became. And yet, I kept going with it. Oh dear. Oh dear. They'll drank concentrated plutonium and then nilled it. You know what? That's exactly why I look the way I do right now. Mr. Nilgrim, he drank radioactive chemicals and he mutated into me. It's like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He mutated and he became me. Maybe that's how time travel works. Maybe that's it. Oh dear. I might play some games later today as well, if I feel like it. Something with bunnies in it. I need casual little shovelware, a look around. I might do a little casual little shovelware thing actually. Anything with Bugs Bunny or something like that. Something that makes me suffer. Something that I will despise. Sounds nice. Do I want to do that? Do I want to play a game that I will hate? No? Yes? Kind of? Maybe? Maybe? I got bitten by a radio manta ray. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Do you think, like, the TMNT, like, what do you think the Ninja Turtles would say today? This is, like, a thing that I still ask myself today. The Ninja Turtles, if they were made today, what would they say? Do you think that the Ninja Turtles, if they were made today, would say things like Skibbity and Riz and Ohio? Because, in my eyes, considering how the 80s Ninja Turtles were, and how I've seen footage of the 80s Ninja Turtles, I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe that the Ninja Turtles today would say Skibbity Riz Ohio. Unironically. I genuinely think they would. You need 2 players. That's alright. That's alright. What other eras of, like, Ninja Turtles do we have? I feel like we could have, like, the 2010s Ninja Turtles. Like, totally dank, dude! I feel I've said that several times before at this point. The OG concept was edgier. Definitely. I am specifically talking about, like, the 80s cartoon Ninja Turtles. Which, yeah, they are fairly iconic. I might do something funny related. Hang on. Do I have a game that says that has a rabbit in it? Raving. Oh no! Oh no! Rayman Raving Rabbids. Rayman Raving Rabbids. Rayman Raving Rabbids. Are we going to play Rayman Raving Rabbids today? I was planning to stream this to like do a dedicated Rayman Raving Rabbids stream at some point anyway, because I knew I would suffer through Rayman Raving Rabbids. I have this game. I stream tested this game last year in July of 2025, and it's still there. It's still there in my saved game list. Rayman fucking Raving Rabbids. Oh no. Oh no, not Rayman Raving Rabbids. I would not want to torture myself with that. No, sir. Oh my god. Oh dear. Do I have anything with the word bunny in it? No. Hell yeah? Isn't that a game? Oh yeah, the game Hell Yeah has bunnies in it. Skeleton bunnies. I'm not sure if the game is good. I got it free at some point. A crazy action platform. Jazz Jack Rabbit. Jazz Jack Rabbit. Oh. Oh yeah. I'm naming so many games that I would enjoy, that I would have fun with, and games that I would suffer through. And yet, I want to play, like, the Ram Special, a game that I would presume is shit. A game that I would... What am I on about? Well, I would assume it is a fun party game. I'll give it that. The main shit that Rayman Raving Rabbids gets is that it's not a platformer. It's not Rayman 4. You know what I mean? The earliest trailers of Rayman Raving Rabbids made it look like a platformer game, and then, like, as it went on, it stopped becoming that. And I can understand how people get, like, somewhat offended by that. Like, it took so long until Rayman got another platformer again. I'll go back to this scene. And yeah, I would not mind another 3D platformer from Rayman. I would like one even. I would be quite happy with another Rayman 3D platformer. I am of an older generation. My bones are brittle and my my skin is all wrinkly. I've heard some cynical people say that the Rabbids are just minions. Are the pre-minion minions. Which, wow, that is kind of offensive, but also weirdly accurate. Banana. Dear Lord. Anyway, I think I might actually, like, open up Retroage. Oh, my Retroage is doing this really annoying thing. But every time I open this thing up, it reverts back to its minimum, like, screenshot resolution. And it's stupid annoying, and I don't know how to fix it. And I should really look up how to fix it, but I've never bothered, because why would I? Go back to your thing, please. No, thank you. Okay. And we are going to go to literally any game that has rabbits in it. No. This might take a while. Do we have a Bugs Bunny game? in... Well, not for the 32X, but... Oh, Sega... Game Gear? Game Gear? We have Bugs Bunny and Double Trouble for the Game Gear. Let me open that. Let me open that. Let me open that. Let me open Bugs Bunny and Double Trouble for the Game Gear. Genesis plus GX. I guess we can do that. All right. Wait, hang on. Let me plug in my PS4 controller because we want actually good D-pad. Yeah, I did not prepare for this stream. I'll be honest with you. All right. What does Bugs Bunny for the Game Gear look like? Grab my PlayStation controller. Right. I like Jazz Jackrabbit. Don't at me. Bugs Bunny. You want to watch me suffer? I'm going to suffer a game that I don't know. I want to suffer a game that I don't know. Where's my cable? Hang on. The cable just fell. My controller cable just fell. Move, please. There we go. PS4 controller plugged in. There we go. Click run. Click run. Failed to load? Are you shitting me, mate? Are you shitting me? Failed to load? You rude boy. Okay, we're going to do this manually then. I'm going to load content. We're going to do this from media. Here. Does this have the Fusion folder? Hey, there it is. Game Gear. I said Game Gear. I said Game Gear. What's this? Excuse me? How many folders do I need for this? How many folders do I need for this? Master System at least? Do I have Master System? We have Bugs Bunny for the Master System? No. We are messing up a lot today. Where did I leave Bugs Bunny for the Game Gear then? Other. Yes, Bugs Bunny? Do you have Bugs Bunny? Oh yeah, we have Bugs Bunny in Double Trouble for this system. We'll press F1. We're gonna have to redo this whole like user interface thing, which is very annoying. Seriously, every time I load a game, it reverts back to like the screen resolution that it wants instead of the screen resolution that I want, which is very rude of it. I would really be appreciative of it not doing that. All right, go back to your thing, please, and we're gonna go back to. I mean, can we go back to this? History? Yes. Resume. What? All right, hang on. We're gonna go to game. We're gonna go to. I'm gonna change this to show the master to show the retro arch screen, and we're gonna have that on. All right. Let's see what this game is about. Let's see what this game is about. Will my controller work properly for this? That is a big question. And I'm about to see the answer to. Climax! It's my climax, and I'm not hearing any sound. Oh, I'm hearing sound. It's just like it's on a very low sound. The volume is not high, it's like very low. The volume is very low on this thing. Can I change that? I can change that. Yeah, retro arch is on a very low volume. Okay, it is. It's funky. The game is funky. I'll give it that. What's the game going to be about? I feel like I might end up a bit shit. But that's my expectation of licensed games. I will say this: Game Gear games did not look bad. Like, how do I describe these graphics? Amiga-esque. Does that make sense? They look Amiga-esque. Ultimate fetch. Duck, rabbit, duck. Tease Daffy into following bugs, turning all signs around to show duck season. Well, that was a bit slow. Wait, does Daffy just hurt me? How does this game work? Oh, Daffy hurts me. Daffy hurts me. Daffy hurts me if he touches me. Lovely. Daffy just straight up punches me. You had a Game Gear when it came out? You sound a bit old. Wait, shit, wait. I just pressed the button and wait, Daffy's over there. Daffy's over there. Daffy's over there. Can I shoot? Can I throw the thing at Daffy? Yes, I can. Oh! Is this? Don't 40 last year. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Well, I'm not sure what this game is about. I feel like I'm supposed to make Daffy say duck season. And, yeah. It's a what the fuck do I do kind of game, is it? How do I make things say duck season? That is a big question. Oh, okay, I see. So I go here and I make Daffy go here. I make Daffy go there. And the moment Daffy sees me, the moment Daffy goes up, there is a sign with a rabbit on it, and presumably I make that sign show a duck. So what do? I just like teabag in front of Daffy. Oh yeah. I teabag in front of Daffy, and now the sign shows a duck instead. I understand the game now. Thank you, Daffy. You are a very smart duck. Follow me, please. I'm over here. Daffy, please. Daffy, you're an idiot. Daffy, go here. Here, Daffy, please. Daffy, follow me. Set me free. Trust me and we'll escape from the city. Here we go. Here is a Benny sign, and you're going to change it to a duck sign. Daffy? Dafty? Thank you. Tell me that's not the whole game. Okay, there's another Benny sign over here. Daffy, you're going to go down. Daffy, you're going to go down. Daffy, thank you. Daffy, be... Okay, I understand the game now. Is the game good? The judges are currently saying potentially not. Daffy, over here. Oh, that was simple. Duck, rabbit, duck. Well, that was lovely. Was the game good? You know what? I'll say this. It had a gimmick to it. This is not the worst game I've ever played. I've played much worse than this. I understand the game now. However, do I want to play it again? Not really. There we go. That was a little game session. Bam. I'll turn that off now. Lovely. We had a nice little game for Benny game. A nice little Benny game. How cool was that? Yep. Turning that off. All right. What next? Raving Rabbits. I might genuinely do that next week. Oh, there's another thing I want to talk about. There's another thing I want to talk about. And that is the birthday stream coming up. Now, this birthday stream thing is something that I feel a bit mixed about. Like, how do I put this? I'll be honest with you first of all. I did not put my literal birthday on like Graham's birthday thing, right? And I have my personal reasons for that. One is privacy, but the second reason is because the other reason is because I just had a few very difficult birthdays, let's put it like that. And because of that, I don't really celebrate my actual birthdays anymore. So because of that, I feel a bit like anxious about the upcoming birthday stream for Mobile Ram, which is in like 2 days. And the question is, will I do a birthday stream for this channel? This got a bit heavier than I wanted it to be, honestly. Well, I probably should. If I can like inform enough friends, I might do a birthday stream. But I might do nothing for like Ram's birthday, but I feel like I want to do something for Ram's birthday, you know what I mean? So, I probably will do a birthday stream for Ram. If I can invite enough friends to come over for that stream, then I might do that. You know, just like have a casual little day, play some games, probably hang out on VR chat, probably play different games with different friends. If I can get them to be there for that stream. That is an if. I also have like Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes planned with a friend. But that's like in probably 2 weeks. Yes. That will only happen in like 2 weeks. So not yet. Another thing that I want to talk about. Was there anything I want to talk about? I don't think so. I've mentioned things I want to talk about. Okay. I feel like this stream has kind of run its course. I still have plenty of things I can yap about. Like games that might come out and whatnot. But I feel like this was a nice short little yap thing. And I do want to get better at like preparing topics, preparing little things to say during the streams. I feel like that's an important thing to do, especially for me, because I've never been much of a talker, right? I want to get better at talking, and streaming is one way to do that. Of course, multitasking does make it very difficult to talk for a lot of people. Like, I have so much respect for people who like stream, and then stream a game, and then talk about their days and everything that happens in them throughout them. I have so much respect for that. Again, I still want to keep improving on that, and I should prepare topics. I should generally just prepare topics for the next time I do these kinds of streams. Anyway, I will end the stream soon. Just I had a little bit of talk yapping about it. I had fun. I had some fun. Super Meat Boy worked. Yes, it did. These are all valid codes. I literally just clicked I literally just got those codes to work. I literally just activated those codes. I literally just activated them for the stream. If you're just arriving and you look at the live chat, then there they are. There they are. They're a Super Meat Boy, VVV, Monaco, I guess, and another game that I don't remember. They are, one of them is European only, and the rest is available everywhere. Anyway, yeah, I had a nice yap. And I will probably have a birthday stream in 2 days. I might not. It depends on if I feel like celebrating that. Because, again, I've had a few difficult birthdays. And I'll turn the music back on. I have had a few difficult birthdays, so I do feel a little bit anxious about those. But that's the past. The past is the past. And, of course, I don't expect too many people to come because I'm still a very small channel. But if I can just get a few friends to show up on my birthday stream, then that's all I need. So, yep, there's that. And, yeah, I don't need something big. I don't do, big things for my birthdays yet. But I do want to do at least something, get some friends along, and, have some fun with them. So, yeah, I hope I can do that. And, yeah, that's that. I will then be heading off in a bit. First of all, I'll thank the people. I will thank Army. I will thank Richard. Thank you, Brendan. Thank you, Ram, who was also a bit in the chat. I've heard that this Ram is a very cool guy. He's a very cute guy. You should really consider subscribing to him. You know, he's such a cute, cool guy. And thank you, Humble Bundle. If you want to get if you want to use some Steam codes, then above there they are. And yeah, there's that. Everything's been done. I will go to the outro screen now with a nice yap. I will be heading off. And wait, no. One more thing. These random just chatting streams, quite often in them, I will not be just chatting. These are also often just shovelware streams in which I just play random shovelware games. These are also often going to shovelware showcase streams. If they are, I will probably let you know in the stream title. So there's that. There will be random just scrolling through games and playing things that are presumably shovelware. There will be streams dedicated to that. Anyway, now that I've said that, now I can go to the outro screen. So I'll be heading off then. In a 3, a 2, a 1, a click.